Greetings dear gold bugs, welcome back. So as usual, let's update our view on the gold market. We prepared report. As usual, I will put the link down below the video. Yesterday in the Forex market report, we considered some factors that might be really vital for any market, in Forex market, gold market, and short term. Particularly, I'm speaking about liquidity issues and the collapse on the stock market. In fact, things that you see currently on the gold, on the Bitcoin, this is just consequences of the drop on the stock market. We warned you in the last 3 weeks and even earlier. We said that this tail risk for any market currently is actually the shortage of United States dollar liquidity, and it's my period if stock markets start falling, because spending of the government is paralyzed by the shutdown. Situation with the dollar liquidity and the banking reserves stands right at the edge. All this stuff really makes the financial system and the short-term liquidity very unstable. And you could see the first fruits. We think that it's big risk for all markets in the short term. In fact, currently the bet that we have on the table is whether the United States Treasury and the Fed will be able to spend money that they have on their accounts, approximately $1 trillion earlier. They will spend money earlier, and this money will reach the banks before the moment when some regional banks' balance will crack. So that's the issue. By my view, and I hope that as Fed, as the Treasury will not allow stock market to fall at the eve of the Thanksgiving and the Christmas. That will be just back hit for the Donald Trump. They will lose all his electorate if this will happen. Is of course this some undercover struggle that's actually will be some, I don't know, cop against the Donald Trump on the back. So, but in general, they probably should not allow it to happen to this thing. Speaking about the artificial intelligence bubble on the market, as we promised, we have considered in the gold market report, because this is actually the side of the same coin. The bubble on the tax, liquidity issues, Fed policy, and so on, all the stuff. It's all parts of the same puzzle, and all of them have make impact on the current situation. And we think that this is really the big risk for the gold. But unfortunately, we have some hopes, as I said. But unfortunately, we can't predict it, because it's really unpredictable to know at what moment in what the regional bank something could happen, or who else will start selling the Palantir or Oracle or whatever. It's just difficult to explain. But the things that we can analyze tells us that it's really a high degree of the certainty that the big problems, the catastrophe, should be avoided. So let's see. Now let's return back to the technical picture, what we intend to do in the nearest time. As we said last week, the gold market is becoming one of the markets where we are getting a lot of trading setups, guys. So some of them we have on a weekly time frame, as we could get within the 1-2 weeks, but others stands here. In general, in the recent performance, although it could be explained by the collapse on the stocks and so on, from the technical point of view, I do not see any unnatural issues. Everything stands absolutely normal if you just take a careful look on what's really going on. On the daily chart, trend remains bullish. By the MACD, you could see, right? Invalidation point still stands below these lows, below this confidence area. And this time you can see that confidence is accompanied with the daily oversold, which is really great. It gives great protection for those of you who trade on a daily chart. Retracement that has happened is also absolutely normal, because in last week we said on Friday and Thursday that 49.90 area is not broken yet. So no signs of the breakout. Market is going around it. Retracement is still could happen, and it has happened. On a 4-hour time frame chart, everything goes with hours to night of the hand shoulders, which is, we're absolutely happy with it. It's collapse from this area that we said, slope neckline. Deep retracement to the 618 is also absolutely natural by two reasons. First of all, gold market likes to show a deep retracement. Second, after bullish reversal swing, so you can see this swing up is greater than the previous swing down. It is normal, once again, to see deep retracement. And currently, since we're standing at a point when the right arm on the hand shoulders has to be formed, this is particularly an area that we intend to keep an eye on for possible taking a long position. On the daily chart, it also interesting situation when the market will start flirting with the MACD, and if we will get this great double juice, so we will have something bullish here in the right arm, getting hand shoulders, which will be confronted with the bullish grabber on the daily. What else we would like to get? So this will be just perfect combination. That's why currently on the hourly chart, we should keep an eye on the potential patches that will be formed around. Not necessarily it has to happen around 40.50. In fact, support stands around 40.25, 123, and actually totally corresponds to the left arm. So I would just using some wider area, it's around 40.25, 40.40, somewhere like this to get some clarity. So maybe we'll get some patterns. If we'll get something bullish here, not necessarily on the hourly chart, you could also use, for example, 30-minute chart. Appearing of the bullish pattern here, say butterfly or 222 pattern, simultaneously with the daily grabber, it will be enough context to consider taking the long position on the gold. Especially when the money from the treasury account will start moving into the economy. That could provide early effect. It might be supportive for the gold nearest term. Yes, the drop is not very pleasant, it's relatively fast, but guys, this is gold market, and actually it's not the determined factor here. Of course, on the hand shoulders, you would like to get something smoother, especially on the right arm, right? But we have what we have, and just let's take a look what will happen. But in general, conclusion is as follows. We're watching for patterns around the bottom, and keep an eye on the daily grabber. If we will get both, that will be just jackpot. So in this case, we're just taking position and see what will happen. That's actually all for now. Let's see what will happen on Monday.